Welcome to our lounge in our shop. Please come in and welcome. With this review, we'd like to present the Lounge Boiserie collection, which is a complete boiserie system with which you can create all sorts of custom solutions. So as to what a boiserie is, well, the concept is quite simple. It's a panel that is attached onto the wall. In history, it had a function in the sense that it helped creating warm ambience. Right now, it has a decorative function. Here, for example, it's the entrance of our hall. It could be your own home or a special room in your house. So we have this panel, of course, these sort of panels, then you can not only place items in front, you can attach a mirror like this, it could be an hanging cabinet. And of course, we can work to pull out from the panels certain items. For example, this is the panel for domotic. Here we have a camera. So the point, right now I'm not showing what we have. I'm just saying that there are certain items of home technology that you might have to include in your boiserie and sometimes hide. And we'll see how. Here, for example, we have a corner. So we have two types of corners. The standard 90 degrees and the reversed corner, because for example here in our location behind these two panels we have a rounded pillar, and we didn't want to have this rounded pillar here at the entrance. It's just a matter of choice, and so we covered it into the boiserie. And then we move onto an integrated closet. This closet is meant to hang jackets, but the point is including a closet into the boiserie and having the closet disappear, basically. So we switch side with our main wall. We have this integrated door, and it's not simply attached to the boiserie, it is part of the boiserie. It has a very big dimension, of course, it's completely custom made. Here we enter into the core of our lounge, and you can see that part of the collection, you have all the covers for the sides of the wall and for the upper part here, okay? We go on with the boiserie. When you have a big surface like this, as a wood lover, I love to see the shades of wood. This is oak, actually, okay? We move onto the centerpiece. Here we have our Columbus ceramic sideboard, which is simply pushed against the boiserie, so it's not attached to it. But we have, for example, this lounge TV frame, which has been attached onto the boiserie. Well, actually, formally, it is attached onto the wall, and the boiserie goes around the TV frame. So this is the point. Here everything is very minimal because it's a hall, but you can use a boiserie for a special bedroom, a special living room, I would say important home office. Then we move on yet again, and we get here at the end of this wall, we have another corner, and here we have an example of a change of finish. For example, this is the same oak. Actually, the color that has been used here is Visone. And here we have a plain surface. So here we have one of the multiple special features that we can have on this collection. And this is called 10-2, 10-2, because we have 10 millimeters and we have a carving of 2 millimeters. This is done especially on wood, but for example, we have the 10-10, which is 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters carving, which is done on lacquer. Then we have the 80-40, we have the metal inserts, all sorts of ways and processes to make these surfaces special on wood or on lacquer. And here, for example, we get to see a smaller door with the same details that we were describing before. And we get to the end of our hall with a standard plain panel, and you see how the plugs have been. Of course, this is simple. Basically, when you install the boiserie, you cut a hole in the boiserie itself, and then you attach the cover of the plugs, you attach it on the boiserie panel. So we've come to the end of today's product review of the Lounge Boiserie collection. I hope that you like it. It's the entrance of our new location in Archamps, France, south of Geneva. And see you next time, or see you here in Archamps. Bye bye.